My name's Jo Dalton and I'm a business owner, and every initial email communication I get, sales call, every letter, it always is to Mr. Jo Dalton. And it's not until they meet me, they realise I'm a woman. Talking about the focus on female founders at the moment, do you think that enough has been done, or do you think we should just move on now and just we're all founders? What's your view?
Well, I've gone through peaks and troughs of the whole debate. When I started at 28 and took on 5 VCs and through the career, and thinking that there's no such thing as sexism in business, and then going through my own journey. And not wanting to go onto female panels and thinking that we were all the same. The point is that I 100% know now after 15 years is that there is this difference between men and women starting business is 150,000. And after the Rose report, you realise after 4 years it's worth £250 billion. And so I want to encourage women by trying and being a woman without heels and trainers, and to actually make business more colourful, more accessible. And so I implore everyone to become business leaders and to become entrepreneurs, whether they're children, men, whether they're 60 or 16. But I have a special place in my heart for women.
So there's a whole kind of institution of old white men who see differences as a problem. And it annoys me. And in fact, when people behave like that, personally, I'll call them out on it. But it's got to be easier for a bloke right now than a girl, and that's not right.
We have got some big problems to solve. If you look at the tiny amount of funding going into female-founded businesses, so it might take a range of techniques to change that.
What is your view on gender in the workplace at that sort of entrepreneurial level? Do you think that calling out female founders is still relevant, or shouldn't it be a thing anymore?
So the whole area of, let's just call it gender neutrality, or let's just call it humanity, shall we? Shall we just go humanity here? We won't stereotype ourselves a gender, boy, girl, man, woman. What we have had, though, over the past, forever in terms of years, but it's recently been crystallised. You had the Me Too movement 3 years ago, you've had a gender pay gap, and you now have, coming back to my earlier point, people's willingness to speak up and to go and do what they feel is right.
Women do not have the same opportunities as men. I still think that, but I think we're getting much closer to that situation, and particularly when you look at schools today and you go in there and you look at youth, I think it's a completely different landscape. And look how much Britain has changed in the last, 20, 30 years.